The 2020s were not kind to Marvel's Cinematic Universe, and 2023 box office numbers were the cruelest. As rumors of a reboot grow louder by the day, we decided to take some notes from Marvel's old playbook and see how they already saved their franchise. In the past month, we launched a 3-part video series that outlined a detailed strategy to save the MCU. And now, finally, it is time to recap. We are the Story Gibbons for Panpipe, and this is how Marvel can save the MCU. Marvel Studios today find themselves in the same position of 80s Marvel that tried to produce the animated version of X-Men comics. They had to introduce multiple characters, backstories, and plot lines, while introducing a nefarious plot for the X-Men to foil. The result was Pride of the X-Men, a pilot episode that failed to develop into a series of its own. The episode was so full of introductions and expositions, it had no time for character arcs or a complex plot. For the showrunners of the time, that meant back to the drawing board, a process that gave us Night of the Sentinels and one of the best animated shows of all times. 90s animated series used the action to reveal its characters' personal fears, inner struggles, and intimate vulnerabilities. In short, the characters of X-Men animated were more humans than just plankboard superheroes. Accordingly, if Marvel wants to reboot their cinematic universe, they should tell stories with threats that hit on their characters' personal level. This means plot lines of friendships, betrayals, love interests, and losses. In the early 2000s, superheroes were just beginning to make their mark on the silver screen. While both Spider-Man and X-Men were important for bringing superheroes to the forefront of mainstream cinema, Spider-Man overshadowed X-Men with its financial success. This is not to say that X-Men is a bad movie, or that it lost money, but overall, Spider-Man is accredited with a more significant impact on the superhero movie genre. We believe that the key to Spider-Man's success is in the storytelling, particularly in the way it is utilizing and developing its characters. Spider-Man offered an engaging, struggling hero with everyday life and responsibilities, making him feel more grounded and accessible. While X-Men starts with young Rogue as the focal point of the X-Men narrative, the film quickly shifts to the larger conflict between Magneto and Professor X, with Rogue mainly serving as a plot device to move the story forward. Peter Parker's journey combines relatable teenage struggles with superhero action, creating a compelling coming-of-age story that explores universal themes such as responsibility, personal growth, and the challenges of balancing self-interest with the needs of others. Marvel should prioritize creating characters with whom audiences can connect on a personal level. By comparing the thematic questions of both the 2002 Spider-Man and the 2000 X-Men film, Marvel can gain valuable insights for their future cinematic endeavors. If Marvel will develop personal storylines that explore through struggles and dilemmas, big thematic concepts such as identity and acceptance, Marvel can gain a deeper understanding of the universal themes that resonate with audiences and inform their storytelling moving forward. This is why we believe that Marvel should explore different versions of coming-to-age stories that will force them to raise the stakes and emotional investment by lowering the conflict to the personal and individual level. In Hollywood, the summer of 2008 will be remembered as the summer that gave us two of the most popular superhero films of all times. Both Iron Man and The Dark Knight dominated the box office, and despite being very different from one another, achieved commercial success. We believe they share 3 storytelling keys that help them achieve such commercial victory. Key number 1, strong characters and performances. Both films offer compelling protagonists with flaws and vulnerabilities that make them relatable. The second common key for success is the innovative and engaging storytelling. Iron Man revitalized the superhero origin story by infusing it with humor and character-driven drama. The Dark Knight set high standard to superhero films with its dark, gritty, and morally complex narrative. The strength of these movies lies with their ability to effectively balance action-packed sequences with moments of introspection, humor, and thematic depth. Speaking of thematic depth, Both films go beyond typical superhero tropes by exploring deeper themes. Iron Man delves into personal responsibility and redemption, while The Dark Knight tackles the nature of good and evil, societal morality, and the sacrifices heroes must make. The third and final key is planned character arc. Both Iron Man and The Dark Knight utilized character arcs effectively to enhance their storytelling and push the narrative forward. Tony Stark transitions from a self-centered arms dealer to a hero who embraces responsibility for his actions and technology. By the end of the movie, Stark embraces his newfound identity as Iron Man. This acceptance signifies an internal shift towards selflessness and service. At the beginning of The Dark Knight, Bruce Wayne struggles to find a balance between his billionaire playboy persona and the masked vigilante Batman identity. By the end of the film, and after much tribulations, Bruce fully embraces his identity as Batman and the responsibilities that come with it. In short, the success of Iron Man and Batman can be attributed to flawed characters, themes they can learn from, and a character arc to wrap it all up. If Marvel would follow these simple guidelines, choose personal stories, explore timeless themes, and share a journey of change, Marvel would be able to save its cinematic universe. And if the viewership of Deadpool's trailer is anything to go by, people are still interested in good MCU content. We actually made a video on how to write a compelling Deadpool character. Make sure to check it out before you leave. We are the Story Gibbons for Panpipe, and until next time, stay curious and have fun.